So if you look at my stream, are you at this gate?
I am now.
Okay.
Let's try that again.
All right. CRJ900 with the follow. Nice Twitch name. I like that Twitch name. All right, I'm attempting to connect. Yep, we're gold and delicious, aren't we?
I didn't jump up in the air, so that's something.
So you're not floating?
No.
Good.
I have a ghost plane in over here 2 gates away from us, but that you don't appear to have. I have no idea why it's there. But
oh well. All right, let's do it again. Battery on, please.
wait. Got it.
And then I'm not going to attempt the GPU again, so just APU.
Well, actually, go ahead and try it, because I'm wondering if because I was up in the air, that's why it was doing it.
Good point. Yep. Apparently GPUs don't work in the air. Okay. That's good to know. All right, well, with that in line, let's turn on, flip that ground power on. Perfect. I'm going to turn my sounds down just a little bit here. Can I turn, yeah, I can turn Dmonies up. Hold on. Where are you? Can you give them a 5 count, please, sir?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How now, brown cow?
Is that good there? He did hit the red a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so continuing on. Thank you for the audio feedback. I love that. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. So on the lower left hand. Yep, there we go. Aft and forward. Yep, we won't be using the center pumps today. Go ahead and put the yaw damper on. It's on the upper left part of that overhead left corner. Citation Max, good evening, sir. We're doing shared cockpit 732. The is the yaw damper on?
Yep.
Okay. It didn't toggle for me.
On PE.
Oh yeah, it did. Yeah, no, yeah, no. We should do PE right now though, but we're not. In fact, I have a big bunch of flights planned in the TBM on PE pretty soon. All right, continuing down here, let's go ahead and put the position light onto battery. It's over on the right side of the light panel. C206 stationary, good. How are you, sir? Yeah, go to battery on battery.
There it is. Okay, yeah. I got it.
Yeah. And then in the middle, let's close that guard on the emergency exit lights. Thank you. And then let's go ahead. We'll just go ahead and turn the window heat on the upper right side. The very tall. Yep. There we go. Left and right. Window heat. We'll leave the pitot static heat off for now. Let's turn the A hydraulics off and turn the B's on. And that looks good there. Okay, so up under the air conditioning panel on the right side, turn the Gasper fan on. Let's turn the left and right pack on. And then the APU bleed on. And then let's set our altitude. What do you think? Like 23,000 maybe?
Sure.
Okay. Because we're just taking a trip from Fort Lauderdale over to Nassau. However you say it. Cabin altitude, yeah, it can be. Landing altitude could be fine. Sea level there, close to it, close enough. All right, I think our overhead panel is pretty well done until we push back. Oh, yeah, APU gen is on, right? Oh, wait, no. Let's turn the APU on. Go ahead and do, yeah. Hold that down and then let go. Yep. Let that EGT temperature rise. And stabilize. Just realized the X-plane sound wasn't going through the stream. That's good that that's figured out. But now it should be, and I'm going to save that. Save that as B. There we go. All right, EGT stabilizing. Now the blue light on the APU gen bus has gone on, so go ahead and turn on the APU gens. Thank you for the follow, the Mile High Guy 84. So APU gens are on. Okay, now looking at the Autopilot MCP panel. The runway here. Just let me pull up Navigraph to see what our runway is here. I've got to change this to a new flight. Now we're at Fort Lauderdale. And we're going to Nassau. Create. And then, again, I'm just going to track this. We're going to depart. And then out. Well, let's just track the Virginia Key VOR for funsies. So we'll add that to the route. And then after that, then we'll go to South Bimini. And then after South Bimini, we'll track the Nassau VOR. Oops. Insert after ZBV. Insert before. There. Nope, that didn't work. Hold on. I'm going to put that after Virginia Beach. After VKZ, yep. There we go. Now we're squared away and we'll, in fact, yeah, we'll put in some frequencies here in just a second. But, oh, I was going to also look at the taxi diagram here. Put on the georeferencing. We are on the north side, so we'll taxi. Would you like to go to 10 left or 28 right? Dmonies.
10 left.
Okay, so put in, if you could put in a heading of 100 for now. One zero zero.
My bad.
Perfecto. And we'll engage the autopilot later. That you engage the autopilot up here with those big arms that say engage.
Okay.
We won't do anything with flaps. All right, so down below all of the instruments is where you set your altitude, just above the weather radar. Let's rotate that up to 23,000. Perfect. Now down on the pedestal, can you set our squawk code to 3434? And then you can go ahead and do TARA. Oh, perfect. I think. All right, we're on the APU. Can you clear the master caution? Perfect. So far, so good. Okay. You ready for pushback?
Yep.
All right, turn the anti-collision light on. There we go. And then I'm going to call the tow.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
We'll orient this way.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Tow is driving up. Epic Nobody, how you doing? Have I flown the new FlyJSim 732 remote control plane? Nope, I haven't. I downloaded it, but I haven't flown it yet.
It is a rascal.
Yeah, that was a pretty good thing to wake up to this morning. Hump day shenanigans, exactly, Scotty P. Yeah. Taylor 114, nice to see you. Yeah, everything's going well. Kind of bummed because the Masters is getting
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
what would have
Ready
been
to
the week of the
connect.
Masters is coming up, and
We should probably disconnect this ground power.
not until we release the brake. But yeah, that's a good call.
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
All right, so can you go ahead and up on the overhead hit the disconnect of ground power off? Okay, and then
All right.
and then under here I'm gonna disconnect the GPU. You didn't want to drag it, is what you're saying?
It gets kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Company doesn't like that.
Yeah. Take the remote control plane on VATSIM. That would be fun. All the lack of sports is a bummer. I know, and all the stations are playing, like, some stations are playing March Madness replays. It's like, ugh. I don't want to watch March Madness from a year or two ago. Yeah, it's my favorite tournament by far. This sucker's on sale right now. Too bad my wallet contents are just a bunch of... Yeah, I didn't realize it was on sale, so that's a good thing for all of us who want to go further in debt. All right, I'm going to release the parking brake.
All right.
Let's see if we die. It's pulling it up onto the tug.
Yeah, this is a small tug for this plane.
It really is. It's rated for it, though. It's like it's at the high end of its rating.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
We will delay engine start. Yeah.
Roger.
D-Money's pointed me to this Bahamas Air livery tonight. I like it.
I figured since we were going into Nassau, we ought to go in style.
Yep. What a beautiful camera system.
It is fantastic.
Better than Farm Sim.
That is right.
N87UP, how you doing, sir? We're blasting out of Fort Lauderdale. Oh, buddy. Yeah, FLL. We were going to blast out of Miami, but whenever we go to Miami, D-Monies gets a little high.
It's true.
Yeah. We are on the we're on the network offline. There's a new network called Offline. That'd be a good name of a network, Offline. Are you getting offline? Are you getting on offline? What they should do
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
is they should have a bunch of amateurs play at Augusta this week. And you sign a big old huge, you know, a big huge liability form saying, hey, if I get corona, so be it. But a bunch of us amateurs are going to play the Masters, and we have a bunch of camera crew that are willing to take the chance of getting the coronavirus, and they're going to film these amateurs playing Augusta. That would be pretty cool. All right, I'm going to set the parking brake.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
IT buddy of mine has a name of Downtime. Downtime. That's awesome. I don't have any route programmed in tonight, Cajun Cacti. We're just gonna wing it. We're gonna wing it. Is that the right?
Yeah, that's it, I guess.
All right. Now we'll do engine start. So up to the right panel for the packs. Let's turn off the left and right pack.
Tow is disconnected.
That's
and
the
bypass
bleeds.
pin has been
Leave those
removed.
bleeds
Hand
on.
signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, the
Have a safe
packs
flight.
are above. There we go. And we got PSI. That's good. Verify. Okay, go ahead and turn on all of our fuel pumps. They're all on. Good. Good. All right, on the engine start, down by the lights, go ahead and rotate number 2 over to GRD, to ground. Now let's go monitor the N2. And can you get ready to add number 2 on the fuel? Do you see the number 2 fuel?
Yep.
Okay. I'll tell you when. Go ahead and add it now. There you go. And we'll monitor that engine starting. Looks like we have a good engine start. You're going to log into planned downtime. Yep. Probably no majors. Yes, camera, pros, no audience. Yeah, that's the thing is they could have had a no audience Masters, but the players would have had to have traveled. But then again, they all could have come in on private jets. I don't know. I heard a rumor that Tiger and Phil are putting on a charity tournament. I don't know if they're playing heads up again for charity or what, but it's a pandemic charity tournament. All right, let's go ahead and go up to the number 1. Yep, you read my mind. And then add fuel. Do you see it N2 rising?
Yeah.
So go ahead and add fuel when it hits 20. Awesome. Pretty similar to the other Boeings, right?
Yep.
Read today that Tiger, Phil, Tom Brady, and Peyton Manning are doing it. Okay, so yeah, I didn't realize Tom Brady and Peyton were involved. That's pretty cool. So who does Tiger get and who does Phil get? Are they going to play a scramble? Austin Wilkins with the subscribe.
Cheers.
We got a subscribe.
Austin Wilkins of the PE fame. Thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate that. I've got a 3 flights planned for Pilot Edge soon with a TBM. I'm excited to be doing the TBM on PE pretty soon. Charles Barkley's going to be one of the commentators. That'll be pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, where's Tony Romo? Actually, Tony Romo's it'd almost be it'd almost be unfair because Tony's a scratch golfer. Yeah, he's a scratch golfer, so. All right, so on the overhead now, where you turned on the APU gens, let's turn on the engine generators 1 and 2 on the outside. Around the outside. D-Money's going to flip the gens on the side. Nope, that's APU. There you go. There you go. And let's go ahead and turn off the APU. And let's also turn off the APU bleed. Perfecto. We want to go ahead and up on the upper right hand side, we want to turn on the pitot-static heat, A and B. You're shocked about Snack Air. I was working and could not hear who bought it. It was a group of 4 angel investors. One was named Shaquille, one was named Jennifer, another one was named Alex, and the other one was named Shakira. Yeah. Okay, so we got, all right, go ahead and turn on the hydraulic pumps A side.
I'm looking.
Yeah, no rush. It's on the 3rd column in the middle, next to the emergency exit lights to the right of it. Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Perfect. And let's turn on the taxi light. Yep, you got it. Let's turn the engine start to low ignition. Both of them. And if you could give me flaps 5, please. There we go, flaps 5 set. And I'm going to set our trim. Again, this is one of my favorite parts. You just click the green band. Trim is set. And then we're going to do one more thing. I'm going to go ahead and put in the frequency for Virginia key. So on the pedestal, can you, into nav 1, can you put in 117.10? And that's good. And then just for kicks and giggles, let's put in Bimini on the nav 2, which is 116.70. And then when we're up in the air, we'll be able to track both of those, and then we'll mess with the course needle and fly a little slant alpha. Yeah, it's Moose Air now. Yeah, Moose did the buyout of both Snack Air Logistics and Snack Air Flying. Yeah, as long as we don't have to watch Charles Barkley swing a golf club. Oh man, that was even what's his name? Who's the famous instructor? Couldn't fix his swing. Well, I forget. I got a brain freeze there. Hank Haney. Yeah, Hank Haney couldn't even fix Charles Barkley's swing. I can't believe I bought a Payware Airbus. I got the Fly Factor Ultimate. That's a good purchase there, SK McConnell. Yep, that's a good purchase. All right, we ready to taxi, sir?
I believe we're ready to go, Cap.
All right, I'm gonna take the park brake off. And I'm spooling up. And we're starting to move.
That is some heavy rolling.
You probably got a little more sound than I do, but
Yeah, it's taken a lot of power to move this thing. That Airbus, we'd have been on the other side of the field by.
yeah. I do want to do Tullis shared cockpit again soon, and Flight Factor for that matter. It's like the 10-piece takeaway. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. 10-piece takeaway. Barbecue style. Now you need to go back to flight school, and it took me 4 hours to figure out how to activate the plane. Yeah, the Fly Factor is a great plane. It to me it looks really great inside. And I used to be able to do shared cockpit. Oh, there's a plane coming at us. That's not good.
Yeah, see that they're showing up on mine too, and I wonder. Oh wait, no, that one's not showing up on mine. I've got a bunch of like just matte gray 737s rolling around all over the place. But I know I turned off Traffic Global,
He's
at
playing.
least through X-Organizer.
He's like playing chicken with us. Who's gonna budge?
See ya, buddy.
Who's gonna wing that one? Yeah. That's really bad crash sounds.
I think we need to call maintenance, and you need to call a doctor.
Oh, I think you're right. I don't remember having AI on my sim either.
Yeah, I'm not certain what the deal is. But they're all over the place in mine. It almost makes me wonder if Traffic Global doesn't have more than one plugin that runs, and just disabling it in X-Organizer is not actually enough to turn it off.
Oh, man. I don't have Traffic Global, though. I mean, I could go into the X-Plane settings right now and see if I have AI on. I mean, maybe I have one in there. He was tasty. He was tasty. Baron goes into the 737. Yeah.
You know what? I bet I do. I have several of them on because of Traffic Global.
Oh,
But
okay.
that shouldn't. You're the master, though. It should sync that from you to me. So
Well, you didn't see the Baron, though, in front of us, did you?
no, I
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah. I think it was included in one of the updates. I have an AI turn off and they all still reappear. Okay. Yeah, maybe when I updated to 11.41 a while ago, maybe it. Well, actually, we're not going to turn in yet. There we go. What do you think of the plane so far?
I like it. It's nice.
It's kind of a throwback, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's much different than the 727, which I know.
I've not done a flight in that one yet either.
You've owned that one though longer, haven't you?
I've had that one for over a year.
Yeah.
Hey, SK McConnell, you have to set up most airports for them to be compatible and work with World Traffic 3. It is a pain, and that's actually why I ended up going to Traffic Global, because while the flows all still need to be there, as long as the flows are there, it just works.
Yeah, and I'm one of these guys that doesn't want any sort of traffic program right now because I get spoiled by the live traffic, which is actually real world traffic, which in the real world right now there wouldn't be much of it.
It would look about like this.
All right, we're lined up on runway 10. Let's turn on landing lights, please. And we'll do also strobe lights on, taxi off, and position on. And then flaps are set, trim is set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the throttle up. Actually, I'm going to control the throttle. I'm not going to, there is no toga that I can recall. If there is, I don't use it in here. I don't think there is toga. And then we're going to fly out. We'll fly east, and then we'll, once we get up to a safe altitude, during the climb, during the takeoff, I'll ask you to raise gear and clean up flaps on schedule. And then we'll get up to a certain altitude, and then we'll make a turn south to go to that Virginia Key VOR, which we should pick up pretty quickly once we're airborne, I'm thinking. Cabin pressure, don't forget to change it. That's a good point. So up under above the anti-collision light there in the pressure panel, let's change the pressure to FLT. There you go. And just so you guys know, he's in Texas, I'm in Utah, and our two planes are connected together. And so when he switches a knob, it switches it in my plane. This is smart Copilot. It's fantastic. All right, are you ready for departure?
So do we not need to turn on the flight directors yet?
Well, we're flying heading right now. We're not doing any slant. We're not doing any slant alpha yet. But you bring up a good point, because someone told me once that a good way to do a nice takeoff is to put your flight director in a go-around flight director. So you see that GA? Go ahead and flip the flight director to GA, and then that gives a nice pitch angle for a takeoff. I was going to do it manually, but this is a really good way to be able to look at the instruments and shoot for that just below 20-degree up angle. And then, once we get up to a certain altitude, we'll engage the autopilot. I'm also going to ask you to engage the heading select. So familiarize yourself with that heading select button that's just to the left of the to engage. You see that? And so it'll be a down arrow to do heading select. And then we're also, I may have you switch on the right-hand side, the speed control. There's an IAS speed control. And then there's altitude holds. I probably will have us do an IAS speed climb. In fact, let's set our speed here. I could use it voice command. But if right now it looks like it's set to 250. Rotate. I know you're going to reach across my kneecaps, but can you come over here and rotate the IAS knob, the orange knob on the speed indicator to 200 or like 230, 240, something like that? Okay, that does work. That's excellent. See, my hands are up and he's moving that, so perfect. All right, so once we get up to a certain altitude, I may have you engage that autopilot and then the IAS knob. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
And then again to the left side of the heading select is where we're going to change our VOR loc to track, and then of course flight director doesn't matter, but it gives you, once we do VOR loc to the Virginia Key VOR, then we can change our flight director to the VOR loc indicator.
All right, sounds good.
And adjust our course, etc. So, any questions?
Don't believe so.
Bahama Air 541, we have a metal bird strike ground. What do you mean a metal bird strike? It was a Baron. Yeah, exactly. VATSIM has been busier than the real world. Yeah, VATSIM is crazy busy. In fact, I'm predicting they're going to take slot times for FNOs in the near future because it's getting crazy busy, which is great, which is fantastic. Yep. Do you have to set pitch command if it's in GA mode? If it's in GA mode, it's just a visual and you're hand flying it, right? So you're not doing the pitch command. You're just hand flying it to the flight director bars. But you could also do pitch command, but either one. Okay, here we go. I'll turn up the sound just for the streamage. The rare moments where I have sound up. All right, here we go. V1 rotating.
Positive brake.
Okay, gear up, please.
Gear coming up.
Okay, not flaps 2.
Flaps 2.
Okay, sound coming down. Noise canceling headphones coming on. Alright, I'm going to make a right turn here. Just hand fly it a little bit more longer. Flaps clean, please.
Flaps coming up.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start rotating. I'm going to level, kind of stay at a climb here, but I'm going to change our heading just a little bit. Go ahead and rotate the course knob until that VOR comes in, to the needle comes in on the HSI. Again, normally, you know, I would be doing it on my side, but do you see the course knob? Or the course up on the...
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Did it set on your side?
No, it's not set yet.
Oh, I set it. Okay, hold on.
There we go. And we want to be south, so it should come in once we hit a... there we go, right there. There we go. Alright, so 209 heading, so I'm going to go ahead and turn a little bit further south here. Still hand flying it. Dogo DR's here. FlyJSim, baby. Yep. Alright, go ahead and engage autopilot.
I can't do that, sir.
So it doesn't let you. Okay, master has to do that. Okay, autopilot on. Can you switch to IAS mode?
That I can do.
Okay, and then switch to VOR loc. And then change the flight director to VOR loc. Alright, perfect. Now recenter that course needle. There we go. We're overspeeding a little bit, but that's okay. We're coming back down to 2 something. Set speed 250.
Autopilot requires the Pro version.
Oh, I gotta redo my serial. Alright, I'm gonna set the there we go. All right, so we're now tracking the Virginia Key VOR. And as you can see down there where the course needle is, you can see how it shows the distance in miles. The DME. So, nice. Very, very nice. Once we hit the Virginia Key VOR, then we'll do a left turn out to sea, and then we'll track the Bimini VOR. This is kind of pretty around here with the True Earth Florida. Oh, golf course. Right off the nose, right there. Oh, and another one right up there. Whew, golf course. That's terrible just talking about Sir Charles like that. The 10-point turn, yeah. Hello, Black Sheep. Adding 333 to a Black Sheep. Should normally add 222, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, we are 6 miles. We're at 16,000 feet. Can you hit the gear handle so it goes to the off position? Hello, Pilot Peter. How are you doing? Debating joining the Snack Golf Club. You can't join the Snack Golf Club unless you spell it correctly. That's like step 1. No, that's like step 0. Wouldn't you think?
I'd agree with that statement.
Yeah. All right, in 3 miles, go ahead and I'm going to sync up the heading bug here. There we go. And then go ahead and hit the heading select for me, please. Go down on that. There you go. And then rotate the heading knob to, let's go 110. How's the Ryzen? Pretty good. I mean, right now we're getting 40, 50 frames right now while streaming on the same PC. Of course, we're pretty high up though. So, but I'm liking the Ryzen for sure. Yeah. Seems like a pretty steep angle, doesn't it? For the bank.
Yeah, it does. I'm getting some warnings over here.
What are they?
Honestly, I can't tell. I don't know where the indicators are.
Huh.
Auto fail on our pressure.
Oh, our packs need to go on. Turn the packs on. We forgot that part. Our bad.
That might help.
Yeah, we almost killed our passengers. Step 1 is John. Step 2 is Snack. There you go. I think we just lost 5 snacks for killing one of our passengers.
Whoops.
All right, let's see if the now D-Monies, if you take a look here, the DME distance from the Virginia Key VOR, do you see that? What it is? How far away we are from it?
Yeah, climb to about 10 miles.
Yeah, so if you look over here below the VSI, it shows the DME on VOR2.
Yeah, it's also showing it on mine over here.
Perfect. Oh, you got it on your side. Oh, perfect. Yeah, 44. So let's go ahead and bring in change nav 1 to the 116.7. Do you see nav 1?
Yeah. Oh, yes, I got you.
Yeah, there you go. And then bring that course needle in, and we should be able to track that Bimini VOR. Who might also scream Freshie over the PA? It helps if your co-pilot isn't drinking the Miller Lite High Life. Yeah, I'm gonna have a Freshie right now. All right, go ahead and do VOR Loc, and let's track the Bimini VOR. Which is quite the celebrity destination, I've heard. I had a friend who he flew charter jets in the real world, and he took celebrities to Bimini, which is kind of cool. And I've noticed that as you get closer to an on-course heading for that VOR, I've noticed that you have to kind of fine-tune that course needle. I'm going to bring back our power just a little bit.
Should we be making a left turn?
Did you set the course? Oh, you set the course in the reverse course. So rotate that course needle all the way around. Yeah.
It's kind of hard reaching over your legs here, sir.
Yeah, I know. But it's almost like a bonus part of the job. There's the needle. Okay, cool. So we're 32 miles from Bimini. It's going well so far. I'm impressed. Yeah, Togo's going to leave that one alone.
Probably smart.
All right, so now we're just going to check our engine gauges and make sure that everything is good with regard to temperatures and pressures and percentages. And we have a follow. The Lone Wolf with the follow 4088. And also Daniel Lit 91. Thank you for the follow. I missed the initial setup. Do you input waypoints and airways into an FMC? Frankenstein, no, we don't have, as you can see here, we have no FMC. So we're just dialing in VOR frequencies into the NAV1 and NAV2 radio. And then we're adjusting our HSI to intercept those radials. And yeah. Slant alpha, the old school way.
Hey, Cap, Dogo's not wrong. I do need a freshie.
Roger. I'll do an outside shot. When he gets back, I'll get to go for my freshie. My freshie. We do have the HF wire in play. I decided to go green screenless tonight. We'll maybe turn the green screen on again this weekend. I do have a yellow, kind of a yellow light though, and I've got a white light coming. I think I prefer white light over yellow, but and that looks to me like it's Bimini straight ahead there. Supposedly that's the like a resort place to go. You're back?
Are we overspeeding? Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, we are overspeeding. So I'm going to pull the throttle back. Wow, it takes a while not to overspeed. I mean, that's like, that throttle's next to nothing. I guess we were going pretty fast. Okay, we'll see if this indicated airspeed drops. That's the downside to being in the external view, is you don't know if you're going to. You don't know if you're gonna overspeed or not. I guess I can add a little bit of power, offset that.
What's our next frequency?
Next frequency will be NASA itself, which will be 112.70. Are you going to put that into 2? Oh, and we should be making a turn right now. So I'm going to... Is that you turning or no?
No.
I'm going to go ahead and sync the heading bug. I'm doing heading mode. Can you set up that frequency?
Got it.
I'm just going to change our heading here. And then is it in it's in number 2, isn't it?
I got it in 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's already tracking 106 miles. All right, go ahead and switch to VOR loc. Yep, there you go. Perfecto. Wow, that's a I guess we're high enough that there's no obstacles between us and NASA except for the curvature of the Earth. But we're already picking it up. That's pretty cool.
A lot of ocean.
Yep. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pass control over to you while I go get my freshie. So go ahead
Roger.
and request... there we go. Let's see if this works. Okay, you got it?
I got it.
Okay, you got the plane. Be right back. That's the beauty of shared cockpit. Woo! All right, I'm back.
I'm speeding this up a little. We were dropping pretty low.
Okay, cool. Probably should start thinking about our descent. We're 80 miles out. Let's go ahead and we'll do an IAS descent. So what we do is I'm gonna come over here to the IAS knob, and I'm gonna take it down to 250. Yeah, it's at 250. That's fine. And then can you switch to IAS mode over there on the autopilot? Oh, it does not let you. Is it?
That's strange.
All right, I'm going to request control. Okay, go ahead and try it now. IAS mode. Oh,
Nope.
maybe it's because we're in heading select. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, I know why. Can you set our altitude to 4,000 down below? Thank you for the follow. We got Azu23 with the follow.
4,000 set.
All right, now do IAS mode.
I did it.
And then I'm going to take the engines all the way back to almost idle. And then the plane is going to it's going to pitch for 250 knots and then start its descent, if that makes sense. And that's why this plane is a little more difficult to do online flying, is because there is no VNAV. There's no there's no, hey, set my vertical speed to this. You have to do it all through pitch commands or indicated airspeed situation. So you can see the plane's coming back, and we're almost. You don't want to go idle, but Aviation Boris, hello.
I don't think we turned off the run or the takeoff lights, but I guess we'll just leave those on at this point.
Yeah, it's fine. $65 out. Hello, Kelsey. How you doing? All right, so the speed is now 260, and it's going to go down to 250, and then we should see our vertical speed kick in quite a bit once we hit the 250. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. In Bergen and P3D, my jetways look nice, like the Scandinavian style. Nice. Or Bergen. Sorry, Bergen. Yeah. All right, you can see our vertical speed is starting to change here. So we're hitting 1,000 feet per minute. We can add a little bit of power. There's our vertical speed. And the pitch is changing. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up the charts here, and we'll look at the approach possibilities here. All right, we'll do ILS runway 14, and I'm going to overlay that onto the chart. And so we'll probably, track to Mooney. We need to be Mooney at 2,000. So let's set can you set the nav1 frequency? Actually, let's go into heading, sync up our heading bug. Hold on one second. All right, hit heading select. And then change the VOR frequency, VOR1 to 110.1. All right, and then now after that, we'll go ahead and let's change our heading just slightly. Let's do a heading of 110. There we go. Just a little bit of a
110
vector.
set.
Thank you. And I'm going to add a little bit of power. I'm doing okay. My day program is closed for 2 weeks starting tomorrow. Hope you got some good books, some good movies lined up, entertainment. You can see your pitch is, the pitch control is this, the stab trim's always changing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, change the course on the MCP to 143. Perfect.
Would you like both set, or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. But go ahead and set them. But if you're going to set on that side, then you have to change the frequency on the nav2 to 110.10 and do the transfer. There you go.
Mega.
Now we can do a pitch command here if we wanted to, but I'm going to go ahead and change our indicated airspeed. I'm going to go up to like 270 something. And that will increase our vertical speed dramatically. There we go. You can't enter waypoints in this plane since there's no GPS. Well, how do you say that? Velarlus? You can use the FMC. There is an option over here in this menu to turn on the nav option right here. It says nav system. And you could change that to have an FMC. And so you could put in a waypoint in your FMC.
You could also do the SIVA.
I don't use that word. But yeah, we're just doing VOR to VOR, which is old school. Do a little flyby. Boom shakalaka. Good to see you. Hey, John R72. '72 is a good year. Sync rate. Yep. I heard it was on sale. Someone said earlier it was sync rate. Yeah. FMC removed for repairs. Yeah, I don't ever fly with the FMC in the FlyJSim planes. I always do slant alpha. I always do VOR. It was the year I was also hatched. Yep. Hopefully we're on profile. We're a little bit high. So I'm going to increase our vertical speed here just a little bit here. I'm also going to put out some speed brakes. Which is not letting me. How come it's not letting me extend those? Do you have speed brakes mapped to anything?
No.
That's weird. There it goes.
Oh, you know what? I do. And I'm changing it. You should not be letting me change it.
It's okay if you do. We may have to do a 360 here. Which one is better for you, John? This or the 727? Don't misspell my name. That gets me triggered. I would say I prefer this one over the 727. I love the 727. I used to hate the 727, but I love the 727 now. It's tremendous. To quote someone. All right, go ahead and give me heading, please, of 040. We're going to do a little 360.
040 set.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a good one to have, and I like it even better when I can do shared cockpit. So, oh, the flight factor got updated. Very nice. Yep, the 767. Does that mean the 757 also got updated? Or just the 76?
Well, they usually update both at the same time because they're the same plane, just different model.
Yeah. All right, heading 300 now, please.
300 set.
Thank you. What do you know about the Take Command IXEG 737 Classic? It's great. You can do a YouTube search. There's this character named Johnfly. If you do Johnfly space IXEG in YouTube, it'll come up with some videos where the character Johnfly flies around the IXEG. Yes, indeedy. Thank you, KVG331 with the follow. Thank you. Where are you from, KVG? All right, heading now of 200. Please.
$200 set.
Thank you. And because we're at below 10,000, we need to get below 250 knots like right now. So I'm setting our indicated airspeed to 250. That's going to pitch us up for a little bit to bleed off some speed because we're breaking the law right now. The Lone Wolf, how you doing? John who? Yeah. And that's the downside to changing your indicated airspeed is because you're not doing it as steep of a descent, and sometimes when you're flying online you need to get down to certain altitudes, and so there's a lot of manual manipulation of this thing online.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go on this heading for just a little bit. All right, there's 250 set, so now our indicated airspeed should, or sorry, our vertical speed should start to increase as we pull back the power. We got a subscribe. Fuzzy Bear 11 with the subscribe. Fuzzy Bear 11, thank you for the subscribe. 16 months. Appreciate that very much. So. All right, we're at 7,000. Yeah, that's nice. And then once you get down to close near where you want to be with the indicated airspeed, you can slowly start paring it back.
We got a subscribe.
Because on the approach here, we want to be, around 180, 190, something like that. We do have a subscribe. Are you changing the course right now?
I am, yeah.
Okay. To 143 or?
I'm hunting the needle. Is that where our course is?
That's the course for the VOR, for the ILS. Is
Okay.
143. All right, heading 110, please.
110 set. You still want those speed brakes out?
You can retract those. Thank you.
Oh, snack.
I just got hosted with the mosted. We got Bill NDP. Let's see, no, what is that? Is that Blind Pilot with the host? Thank you very much. Appreciate that very much. All right, let's go on a heading of 090. Actually, 100 will be fine.
100 set.
And the plane is not descending. So I'm bringing back the power to almost idle. And 080, please. Thank you. Give me flaps 1, please.
Flaps 1.
I'll text you. Okay, yeah, we're still a little bit high. But we're slowing down. She got sunburnt. I'm landing right now. She wanted to come sit on my lap. Nope, sterile cockpit right now. All right, I'm going to take over the heading knob here for a little bit. We're just going to do another 360.
We're set at 4,000.
Oh, sorry. Set it to 2,000, please. That was my bad.
2,000 set.
Okay, adding power. And I'm switching to IAS mode here for a moment. We're landing at Nassau. Yep, Nassau, Bahamas. Yeah, we're flying a classic there, Balder. Yep. And I want the... You can see how this is tricky to get it down to a certain... You know, because you can't just set a vertical speed or flight level change or, you know. It's a little bit tricky. And it's also tricky when you don't fly it very often. Okay, flaps 2.
Flaps 2 set.
And flaps 5.
Flaps 5 set.
All right, can you set the altitude for 1,700?
1,700 set.
Cool. And I'm making a left turn back to the airport. Adding a little bit of power. No, we're not. Taking back power. We're going to go about 30 degrees intercept here. Give or take. Flaps 10.
Flaps 10.
Changing our heading just a little bit here. All right, we're DME 18 to the ILS, so we're 18 out. At about 10 DME, we'll go ahead and lower the gear. I need to add some power because we're getting slow.
Recommend some power. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. You're from Libya? Well, very cool. Welcome aboard, Libya. 5 Alpha land. Okay, DME 16. Oh, now I can pull back the power because now we're a little bit hot. See how it's slippery?
Mm-hmm.
What do I know about Libya? I know they have the ham radio call sign of 5 Alpha.
Flaps 15 if you want to hold this speed.
Yeah, flaps 15. And
15.
we can go gear down too, because normally you'd coincide gear with down with 15 degrees.
And gear's coming down.
Thank you. And landing lights are on. Everything looks good with regard to that. I'm gonna set just below the gear is the auto brake. If you could set that to max. Just to the left of the gear. There you go. Ooh, getting slow
Getting
again.
a little slow there.
Gotta remember to add power when we go flaps 15 gear down. And adjusting our heading just slightly here. Okay, I've got contact with the runway. In about at DME 7, I'm going to go ahead and have you switch the where you switched it from VOR loc, go ahead and switch it to auto APP, but not till we get to DME 7. Oh, now we're getting fast. And then I also need to go landing 130, set the bugs.
Approach set.
Okay. And lower our altitude to 0. Okay, we're in the lane to Neptune mass flaps 25.
Flaps 25.
Adding a little bit of power to compensate. We're DME 6. Looking good. The former leader had a thing for Condoleezza. Really? I didn't know that. Predict 195. El Burgos, hello. There's a line of trees. Okay, flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Bringing the speed back now. Arm spoilers. Arm spoilers.
Controlling the spoilers
Oh.
requires the Pro version.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, disconnect autopilot, please.
Oh, disconnected.
Gonna try to can you extinguish the autopilot warning light? I gotta clear those trees and then I can bring it down. There we go. Okay, reversers deployed. Welcome to Nassau. Nassau. Okay, flaps up, please.
Flaps coming up.
Spoilers down.
Spoilers down.
Landing lights off, taxi lights on. Strobe lights off. Not bad. I mean, was it 280 something?
That's what it was over here, yeah.
A little bit of a float near the end of the touchdown area, but we got her down. All right, can you request control? Okay, taxi her to the gate. See if your rudder pedals work. Am I going to beta test PosCon? I'm all signed up and registered. Yeah, so as soon as they extend the invite, are you able to steer? Dmonies? You are able to steer?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. See, Captain, just kick back. Let the FO steer into the gate.
Your building looks different than mine.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, because you added that custom scenery. And I got rid of it because I didn't have all the libraries. But you can park at whatever's modeled for you. Tell you what, though, X-Plane default airports look much better than the other Sims default airports. How about you, Creamers? Are you gonna PosCon beta PosCon? All right. All right, let's see if the replay worked. Here we go. I'm going to drag you back. Okay, you ready?
Oh, should I not be shutting down engines?
Oh. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm going to request control back.
There you go.
All in all, it didn't work too bad. Do you think FS Expo is being optimistic? What are they saying? They're waiting to cancel, right? I mean, the world will be in a much different place come June. Because at least my yeah, most likely, right?
Ready.
It's looking pretty good. Can you DM me on Discord? I hardly ever see DMs on Twitch. I just don't even notice them most of the time. So yeah, I think I would have been closer to the normal touchdown zone if it weren't for those trees. Did you have those same trees?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did a little float there though. I could have come down. Yeah, I could have come down. Didn't quite bounce it. Yeah, that's a tall tree. I bet you that doesn't exist in the real world. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I don't have those trees. No.
Yeah, look how big that thing is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm just going to fly right over the top of it. Look. Woo! And then I had to come down hot and heavy. Yeah, I'm hoping they don't cancel. I think it'll be a much smaller event because even if the world's in a better place, there'll still be a lot of people that'll be hesitant to travel. That's where I lifted up and kind of floated and then kind of went down. Yeah. Need to practice a little better. Do our last little tower view here. That's kind of a cool view. It's like a Ryanair type landing. The squirrels ducked, yeah. All right, coolie. Thank you, Dmonies, for that flight. That was fun.
You're welcome. That was good fun. I appreciate it.